That's funny. Hi, everybody. If you didn't know, I am Tina. This is To the Interweb. Thanks for stopping by. To all you new visitors, welcome. Welcome alike. For you repeats, yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you are well. It is January 3rd. It's a Monday, and it's anything but mundane. Yes, I went there because it got there, and I didn't get there on my own. So, thank you for being on my journey, or on a journey with me. It was 33 on the clock when I mentally acknowledged that. So, hooray for us. The Ascended Masters are with us. 3 is, of course, my birth year number. From what I recall, I have to draw back, but it's a number of creativity. So when you double that, it's duplicated, of course, and therefore, yes, angels call you in to please guide, protect, and mentor us. Yes, please, thank you, as always, as well as the divine in all. Welcome. Yeah. All right. So, before we move on with the messages, I must acknowledge in the moment. What were we saying? Duplication, yes. 3. So, it's broadening horizons, creative problem solving, building something through that. It's collaborative creation, yeah? So once we align that within ourselves and combine with another, it's like the 6 of Pentacles type of vibe, the feels of that. So what are we saying with all of that? Gosh, there's so much happened in the past. Things were just speed. It's not like a speedway where every man for himself, and if you kind of isolate that to a very intimate microcosm, it's all the aspects of yourself that in competition with each other, but they're not. It's just we all are moving at certain paces, individual paces, but a certain average in movement, and that average is moving quickly. So that might mean something for you, or a foreboding for you. Maybe it's just a snapshot of, hey, it's really difficult right now. That doesn't look like it's possible, but I know it can be, So that's what I'm looking at as far as my historic view of just Tina herself in the past 2 years or whatever. And you get a lot of that through Google Photos or Facebook or, any social media really to give you glimpses of your annuals. And it's kind of you have to be your own doctor, your own fix-it person. Essentially just DIYing all the way through, the spirit of it. But we're not really doing it on our own, are we? So why did we get to 3s? 33. Oh, 33 on the clock. Yeah. So something that you want to probably look up if it resonates. If it doesn't, that's okay. It's still supposed to resonate, but you'll see it when you're ready to resonate, is what I'm told. Do you guys have any idea how big a 32-ounce cup of coffee is? I did not, as you can tell. I'm trying to speed through it, and it's a lot. I think I'm just going to I don't know, but it's 4:03 now, and what are we doing here? Well, we are, should I say, we're gonna do some outdoor activities, okay? And we're already outdoors, as you can tell, not my garage, and I brought some cards. I intended to bring Thoth or Thoth, you know the spelling, and I grabbed this thinking that it was it, but it's not. It's not. Oh, wait. Excuse me for a second. I need assistance. Darned. I need some help sometimes. Oh, you know what? Song came in my head that I just made up because of that 32-ounce cup of coffee. Pending receipt. Is I have coffee breath. No, what was it? How does it go? It was a little tune that sometimes I come up with, randomly. I have coffee breath. Smells like coffee breath. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah. Have coffee breath. Have coffee breath. I have coffee breath. I don't remember. 5:33 on the clock. That is okay. I hope that entertained you for just a tad. Today, okay, so yeah, rewinding back. This is what I thought. I was just on the go, and guess what? I have not touched this deck in forever, but I remember this is the slab that I placed with it. And I was looking about, you know, like, what is this? Because it's not dyed, first off. I got this about a year ago, and I haven't really worked with it. It did have a kind of mellow attitude, but the person that sold it to me, they were like, oh, you know, this is like blah, 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 blah. I just thought, well, I haven't seen it before, and, you know, I could see me bonding with it. And, yeah, so this definitely called to me. This is not, like, an agate or anything or whatever. So anyway, I boiled it down, I looked it up, and it's a Tiffany Stone. I'll put some information behind it, but it goes with the third eye chakra, and I just scanned it because I was in the middle of conversing with the world. It had to have my undivided attention, being in the moment. I could always study it after interactions are interplayed. So anyway, I just wanted to give you a heads up on this. This is definitely mellow, but it's still powerful in its abilities. And I think that's some kind of insight that we are given with each other's being also sentient beings. You can learn from the dynamics of what other sentient beings do for us. Yeah. We can better understand how to work with the energies available to us to progress each other's abilities, because they're always shifting. We modify our maps. What else do we want to say to that? But yeah, that's the whole idea of it. So do not underestimate the power of such subtle forces. Very water-like, wouldn't you say? Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, it was holding, now we're 8.5 minutes in, this deck. It's over 100 years old. It's the Nile fortune telling cards. I've used them earlier on in my journey, and I thought they were very insightful because they're very like mystical in its cryptic fortune telling fashion, or what my last experience was. Like, okay, and they so rang true. The people, for instance, on a very like thin slice, those that talk ill of you or speak ill of you, or have ill intent, even if it's trying to steal your identity or duplicate it, that insincerity in life, right, was foretold in this. Crazy, huh? Not crazy. It's not crazy. It's not crazy at all. Bees are coming close to me right now. They're good. That's good. Thank you. All right, so 3 of Cups. By the way, I like this deck so much that I just wanted to have like a collector's copy or whatever, just something intimately for myself. But I noticed that when purchasing these cards, they have a different faceplate each time. And if you're interested in purchasing something like this, to also pay attention of its representative face value, like the cover card that's chosen for the deck. And you don't have to look up what its meaning is, but simply if it resonates with you, you should go with that. In looking at these, I'm a lot more sensitive to the faceplate, and I noticed that the energies play out differently when the representing card is different. I mean, you'll notice, because I have 2 of these already, like from the sum of things, like I've noticed, okay? This is 3 of Cups. This is celebration. This is a joyous occasion where it includes more than you in spirit. I really like that idea of kinship and celebration. Good times. Like, yeah, celebrate good times. Come on. It's a celebration. Gosh. sometimes, you know, 11:16 on the clock. Yeah, you know, it was weird. Today at 11:11, I didn't even know that my music was playing or whatever. I was just fumbling around my resources, and I noticed that when I picked up my phone to jot something down, or I don't remember what it was, I just picked up my phone. That's when I realized that something was playing, and I don't listen to this song. I'm telling you, things come to me. Oh, look! What? Okay, let's read that. Hasty news. Yeah, there's a lot of news. It's like I can't even type fast enough, so I have like snippets of everything. But you know, once you experience something, once you're exposed to something, it is your vibe is receiving it. Like it is already implanted. It's a seed is planted in you, and this goes for everything really. So just be aware of what you watch and all of that. But anyway, 11:11, that was crazy. I have not had time to post it yet, but there was that song by Bassnectar, and it was Voodoo. So, and then the day prior, there was a reading that said that...
This must have been one of the last times I visited another's readings. Then Spirit told me to stop doing that. So I went cold turkey along with a few other things that slowed down my progress and have been doing stellar since then. They said that the ones I chose are now people that come to me, but their intentions always remain foul. It was time for me to start stepping up and stop stooping down to their level of content, because ironically, it was never intended to produce contentment.
Someone was doing different types of magic on me, which I already was aware of, but for somebody else to know that was like, I was just wishing for the best. But, you know, that's not great. But I have helpers, I'm told. So I'm thanking you, my helpers. So nice. I know we have to but thank you, helpers. So anyway, 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, like my crew. Ah, thank you. But what was I gonna say? Okay, yeah, it was Voodoo. Yeah. So I didn't really want to accentuate that through like putting it in flow as far as words, because it's almost like I know that I'm doing that here, but this is taking a lot less effort in conveying it. And I think there's an importance in following your intuition as far as what you're called to do. It's always trying to tell you something, to grow. Okay. Different energies, yeah. Okay. This one says 3 of Cups, news by post in a week. See, I don't recall that. I just remember 3 of Cups, the whole vibe of it. And I just wanted to let you know, in case you were inspired to, or attracted to this deck. And I remember I was so, what do you call it? Drawn to it that I forget that these are 100 years old, so I like sniffed it. Like it was just ran on the case. That's funny. Oh, what? No. Wait, that is, I told you I have not used these like in a year or more. And then there's that. And then there's that. That's cool. Okay, that's kind of interesting. What? Should we read the whole card? I think we're supposed to read the whole card. Okay, let's see. No, I think we're supposed to pull that. Okay, so that's going to be our first card. 15:19 on the clock. Okay, that wanted to come out. Those two. Oh, 3. That's great. I've been told about the King of Cups, and, you know, for a while, it's been a representative spirit, and now that's telling me the closer that someone of quality, intentions, and actions comes through, becomes more tangible, that means that I'm leveling up too, which is freaking awesome. I like it. I like it a lot. You know, I should be able to do that on my own, but that's telling me that I'm incrementally already doing it on my own. So, pat on the back to you, 16:16 on the clock, if you are also seeing a positive response to your exterior world. Yes. All right. What? Okay, a good friend with a hasty temper, and 6 of Cups and 7 of Cups. There's lots of love here. Look at that. Right? 6 and 7. Okay. Let me just like think about this for a second. Oh, this is soul bonds. Yay. Okay, a generous but credulous disposition. Oh, something that's due in return. And then 7 of Cups, be cautious in lending money. Ooh. Okay.
Looking back on this, I also realize it means other forms of wealth. Your time, your attention, your focus, and your spiritual and emotional well-being.
Who? What? Okay, let's see in between now. Excuse me. Okay, that's a secret message from me. Sorry. Just give me a second. You know, sometimes we just don't want to jump the gun. We want to be clear. All right, so. Okay. You know, shame on some of you, I must say. Okay. First off, I know not all of you here have initial good intentions, and I must acknowledge that first off, because that's what the angels are telling me. They're telling me. I have to say it. I have to say it. I can still play nice and be forthright. Yeah. I mean, that's what a ref does anyway, right? So I'm a hybrid. And what I'm telling you here is that there's someone, it says an elderly man or married man of light complexion. Annexed to that is something will be told to you which you must not believe. Then it says, be not deceived by the flattery of a female friend, and you must shortly decide on a matter of much moment. What this tells me is that you are in a rising position. People see this. Not everyone has your best interest in mind, of course, and that's a reality. So do not be ignorant to that, Tina, and of course anyone out there too. Because, you know, I think when you're put in a position of lack for so long, or a siphoning effect, which is not like a quite dry spell, like you have to show some gratitude for what has already been received, the abundance around you. So, you know, it's a very like subtle form of lack that's just easy sitting in your life, right? Or you don't feel quite comfortable as you've known to be at certain points in your life. And this is at least a platonic relationship from the past. So it's an old friend. It could have been more than that, but it's because it's a King of Cups here, situated here. It's a more elevated form of like intimacy, or as far as like a strengthened bond, like a more intense bond than you would with a page. Yeah. So it's I would say it's more intense, involved, like understanding, being in alignment, seeing eye to eye on certain things is very involved in that intricacy. You know, it's foul play. They want to come back because you see you're elevating, and mine is an energy vampire. We've acknowledged that. Yes. You know, non-verbiage says a lot too. Yeah. The hesitation, pay attention to all of that. Okay. I'm sure that you are well aware, but sometimes, you know, when we're getting out of this like warped sense of reality from what we normally know, it distorts the whole picture. So there's certain allowances, there's like, you know, certain flexibilities, and people understand those allowances as vulnerabilities. So just be mindful of that, because I mean, it's okay to learn the hard way too, but I wouldn't wish the same kind of destruction to another. Yeah. So anyway, it's telling you that you must not believe. This is a call, like, you know, like, what is it? In like rap or hip hop, they go that Blair, you know, something like that. You know, that thing. It's an alarm. It's an alarm, yeah, because this is so pleasant. Look at all of this. When you read between the lines in here, it's to inform you that people do want to tarnish the pages of your story. They want to dog ear certain pages, and this person that's coming back is in it for themselves, and they may truly feel a sense of sorry through sorrow, but the core issue remains deceit. And there could be several reasons of this. I'm not going to go into deep magic, but just know that the people that want to toy with your growth at this level are, how do I say it? They are in a state of despair in which their boundaries are the last thing that they consider. Yeah, they're followers of this ideation, this illusion of power. And so they engage in practice in such without relief, without sustainable satisfaction. And so it becomes an ugly pattern of habituated, how do I say it? It's addiction, of course, but it's a very habituated response to the world. Reactive, volatile. Yeah, good friend with a hasty temper, yeah. And they may be well known, like respected on the exterior, like the 3D grounded energy. Oh, what did you... But yeah, this will come to you shortly. Now, it depends on when they would have access to this video, because I can kind of wait for the energy to go through, or I can just do it and then they might change the timeline of it. Regardless, it's going to happen. It's inevitable, because they cannot keep away from you, because your energy is very obvious and their wanting is very obvious. So it says, be not deceived by the flattery of a female friend. Yeah. And, there are others of the same sex also that want the fame, the fortune, the acknowledgement. They want to be alpha. And
they're likely used to being alpha.
So they're in it for the wrong reasons. Whatever game you're playing, whatever sport you're involved in, or whatever it is that you're invested in, if it's for those reasons, they're impure, they're insincere. Oh, I think people try to get in between, get underneath your skin, get comfortable, and try to attach themselves to you and your successes in order to write off those coattails. There's, what is it, energy vampiresses? Vampiress? I don't know. I have nothing against what's right. I can't even think. Vampirella? I like Vampirella. Anyway, there's something that's going on. How things are moving fast that I told you about? Yeah, you already know. I don't need to explain the details for you. You have your own details to explain to me. That's how crazy fast things are going. Oh, and that's nice. Okay, so it fell down. The 7 of Cups fell down, but let me finish this, okay? You must shortly decide a matter of much moment. And you know what? When you have a crucial decision to make, you're given as much time as needed by the divine, which doesn't mean that the people down here call the shots to your, you're the director, right? You're the actor, you're the director to your own film, your own story, whatever. So you call the shots. Yeah, that's just a reminder of keeping in alignment. Don't get lost in all the shuffle, the illusions of this universal bond. There's weak points too within that. Just understand your seat of power as well in all of that. To not lose yourself, your power in the essence of the collective, in its 3D terms, in its 3D understanding, interpretation, or evaluation. So I think those are the messages there. But when it fell down, it got to the blessings of health, which is great, because this is the New Year's. Where did that thing go? Hold on, the 3 card fell. And now I have to search for it. I've got it. Okay, I've got it. Okay. So yeah, so this fell off of my lap. And when I picked it up again, it said, he is be true, he is a good friend. Now this could mean several things, right? Because, you know, there might be distractions that might want to like turn the cards around. So it's a further emphasis on the potency of lies, the impact of lies, and like how much that can twist everything around. Because with this old friend, let me tell you something. He gave me a card from the Rider-Waite Smith deck, and he wanted me to read it. When he handed it over, he turned it around. I could see a deliberate switch, and that caught me off guard. And I was very hesitant, but I told him exactly what I thought. But it felt like so rigid. So anyway, let me just tell you in just a sec. It was accurate. Okay. So